Hi YouTube.
Hi you guys.
Well, we're back with an update. I guess I'll be doing more so the talking again this video. I have some notes anyway, I guess, so we can stay on task. First of all, thank you out there to all of those who subscribe to us and who watch our videos, and who write us even when we're not posting videos. It really means a lot to us, so thank you so much. Thank you to the new subscribers, and just thank you to everyone out there, YouTube, in YouTube land. So the first note is, where have we been? I don't think we've posted a vlog since New Year's, maybe. So it's been maybe like 2 months. We've been semi-busy. I've been busy with work. Babe's been busy. Yeah. Also, last month we did our first insemination, at-home insemination. I don't know if you've watched our previous videos or previous vlogs, but we are on the TTC journey right now, and we've been tracking her ovulation since about October, right, or November, and so we decided to try for February last month. We're gonna try to make this video really short, but well, not really short, but not as long as it could be. But we're gonna try to give you some of the tools and some of the insight to what we did. She's not pregnant. It didn't work this time, and I think it's mainly my fault, primarily because it was kind of not overwhelming, but it was just a new experience, and I watched so many YouTube videos. I talked to our doctor. I think I just had too much in my head, and I was just too analytical about it. And so yeah, we're gonna try this month, March.
I have to say something.
Oh.
She said that we inseminated in February. We inseminated
Oh, I'm sorry, in January, yeah.
We did not inseminate last month.
This month. Well, yeah, last month. Yeah, February.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, we did it in January. And it didn't work. We decided to go with a known donor. I really don't. Do you know why we decided to go with a known donor? Really? There's not no answer. Not really, but I don't think there's like one answer. But I know we talked to our doctor about it, and he actually recommended it to us. As y'all may know, I am in the Army, and TRICARE does not cover those
insemination processes.
Right, those procedures. So he, yeah, so he told us, you know, we could try it this way the first couple of times, and if we were unsuccessful, then he can give us some other options that we could go with. He also said that if she wasn't ovulating, or she had problems in that category, in that or in that arena, that he could prescribe her some medications such as Clomid and other medications that could help her ovulate. We haven't gotten to that part yet. So far, it's been okay. And it's really, and I mean, we're just a real honest couple, I guess, and a lot of you have written us and told us that we're just real and we don't, I guess, play fake for the cameras, but we're just going to be really honest and blunt with you. This whole insemination process has been very trying on our relationship. I know for me, most of it is primarily my fault, because I'm like, babe, why aren't you getting pregnant? What's going on with you? You know, are you is something wrong with your body? I mean, I ovulate every month like clockwork. I know my body. I have symptoms that are worse than actually my menstruation that occurred during my ovulation period. So that's how I know when I'm ovulating, and she doesn't have the symptoms. So I'm like, what's going on with your body? Are you okay? You need to go to the doctor again, blah, blah, blah. And I had to really sit back and apologize to her because I know it was making her feel, well, I can't speak for how it was making her feel, but I know it made me feel like I was belittling her or making her feel like she wasn't contributing enough to this process in our, I guess, relationship. So do you want to talk about that?
I mean, you kind of summed it up. I mean, it was really hard strife in our relationship because of this process. I honestly kind of resent for even going through it because I want my marriage to be pretty on the up and up. And even though we know it has ups and downs, but I didn't want something that's supposed to be, that help bring joy to our relationship, actually be the demise of it. So, and in no way, shape, and form that we are struggling, like really struggling in our marriage, but it did put a little weight to it. Shannon is a very impatient person. She believes that everything should be instant. And because the world is not instant, she gets very frustrated easily by everything. So with this whole process of TTC, I've been tracking my ovulation since October using only the OPK kits. I started off using the basal thermometer, using charting. However, I didn't stick with it. I thought I could just do it with the OPK, tracking it with the strips. By doing so, inseminating January, meaning that October, November, December, we only have 3 months of really good tracking of ovulations, and they fluctuated. So when we inseminated in January, I think the anxiety of inseminating and the whole process may have put me under a lot of stress, and her being impatient about this process, it was stressful. Just say it was stressful. And I was afraid to address it with her because she was already at a heightened level of frustration. And sometimes frustration can turn into resentment or anger for either one of us. And I didn't want that to happen. But we actually had to come to the meeting of the minds when we realized that we weren't pregnant from the first insemination, and scale it back a little bit. And she had to learn to practice patience because it is a difficult procedure, and it's a touchy subject. And I know a lot of you who are TTC can contest to that. Just like Shannon said, we are going to try to be as transparent as possible with you guys, because I think it's helpful. I know it's helpful for us when we see people that are transparent. So one of the things that also helped us accept that things aren't instant is speaking to my physician, and she's being there, and the nurses saying that the process can be lengthy, you know, because it's not just one factor. It's not just only me, or is it not just only the donor. It could be anything that can cause it to happen or not to happen. You know, you just try to minimize your risk factors.
Right.
Alright? Mm-hmm. So that's what I said. And excuse me for being kind of quiet and stuff. We had a very long weekend. I had, you know, we had my nephew to come over and his lovely girlfriend, and I'm starting to feel a little under the weather. So no means that we having strife right now. It's just that I'm kind of drained.
Right.
And I know that
I love talking.
I know you don't mind, but I know she works all the time and she's always exhausted. So for her to have enough energy to do a video, I was not going to stop that from happening. So go ahead.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we tried in January. It didn't work. I guess we can talk about first. Number one, how we found our donor. We found our donor on the known donor registry. At first, it was really complicated. I guess
To
navigate the website, but we talked to one of our fellow YouTubers.
Divine 88, Divine Child 88.
Yeah, Radisha. I don't know if you guys know her, but yeah, they're our friends. We talked with her, and she kind of guided us through it. She helped us like narrow some donors down, so we found our donor through that website. We have two. Well, no, we have one. Yeah, we have one donor, and hopefully he's gonna work because we don't want to have to go, do that all over again. So if you guys are out there trying to figure out, what arena I guess you want to go with, trying to find a donor. If I were you, you could try that website first, or before, if you don't want to, go to Sperm Bank, and it's free. And there are a lot of sketchy people out there. You just have to have, I guess, a discerning, I guess, trait about you, and then you actually have to talk to them and get to know them.
Kind of feel them out.
Feel them out, right? We're not just going by his word. We sat down, we talked with him, and everything checked out. So it's cool. Yeah. So let me show you guys.
While she's doing that, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, that's number one, how we found our donor. Number two, she started tracking her ovulation.
Yeah, I started tracking ovulation. I'm doing more than one method now. Right. I told you I was doing the OPK, using the ovulation predictor kits to just track. I'm now, per my doctor, he recommended that I check my cervical mucus when it's around that time, and use the basal body thermometer to do the charting of my the temperature to see when it fluctuates.
Okay, so
and I'm doing that now.
By her tracking her ovulation, she said she used the basal body thermometer, and ours looks like this. It has a little pink. It's different from a regular thermometer. It has the color.
I don't think you see it. You get closer.
Looks like this.
Okay. And you can find that anywhere, Target, Walmart. They're like between $5 and $10.
Right. Then we got these. I ordered these ovulation strips from Amazon, and they look like this. They're only like, I can't even remember. It was like $5 or something like that for like 100. So these are the ones. These aren't like the digital, but I'll show you how they look. It comes in a pack like this. Oh, yeah, baby. I don't know, maybe flipped. I don't know. And you open it up and you dip it in your urine, your first morning urine, right?
Yeah, you put it in, stir a cup or whatever, your first morning urine, and it don't actually have to be first morning urine, because for me, testing the first morning urine doesn't do well as my second. When I go to the bathroom the second time. But you dip it in, and you will hold it in there for 10 seconds, and then you place it down on a dry surface for 10 minutes, and you read the results. One line, the control line, with just the control line means it's negative, and the control and test line, that means two definite solid lines, means that it's positive. So it's good for you to start inseminating.
We're gonna end this first part right here, and then we're gonna have to
do a second video.
Right. Part two. Yeah. Get the other part of the other camera, because our time is running out. So we'll be back.